anything like that. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going to the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk of sports and other stuff. Snails and slugs. Or slugs, sorry. Here's the difference, guys. Snails fit in the ass.
Okay.
And slugs do not.
Jesus
Sorry, David, I have a
Christ.
problem reading this. You'll be in the ER for hours, gang. Trust me.
The
I'm Roy
ER.
Harder.
The ER.
The ER.
Not the You know what, let me ask you a question. I go through the trouble of writing these really shitty introductions for you, and yet each and every week you can't read them. Is it? Is there a chance you need glasses, my friend?
It's a very, very good chance, David.
Why don't you get the sunglasses that have the prescription?
I'm going to need something, David.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
they,
going
they
on.
make them all the time.
I
They
guess.
everyone instead, stop buying those $9.99 cheap ass aviators that you get at fucking Walgreens.
Yeah, my
spend a little money,
my gas
get some
station shades.
prescription fucking lenses in those sunglasses of yours because you've turned 80
Yeah.
overnight.
I tell you, man.
He's now doing. And you know what I found out, Robert? They said that. By the way, Davey Mac Sports Program.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Live at the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey. That's Roy Harder, the musical director, the very disturbed musical director of the DMSP.
Yeah.
With me, as always, though, is also Robert Tamburo, our producer / director, I suppose, and then myself. But I gotta tell you, you're getting weird on us.
Yeah, sorry, David. It's my eyes. They're getting old, buddy.
They are.
My fingers are still working.
Your
That's
eyes
the
are
main
getting
thing.
old. Your fingers, your head, your heart, your soul.
Yeah.
You are getting old, sir.
Who knows how much longer I got, buddy?
And I saw Roy doing this. This is what I was going to say. They said it's a telltale sign of aging.
Yeah.
If you don't scroll on your phone like Instagram with your thumb. They say that the young people do the thumb, one-handed thumb.
Yeah.
And Robert, I swear to God, outside I see Roy Harder. The fucking finger. Look, there it is. When you do the hand and the thing,
Yeah.
they actually should. This was actually a fucking scientific study recently. I shit you not.
Oh, I believe you,
I
David.
guess we fucking cured cancer
Yeah.
and dementia and Alzheimer's and everything because apparently this is the fucking research scientists are studying these days, the cocksuckers. Anyway, Roy does this. That's a telltale sign that you're getting old.
I'm the two-handed
Davey Mac,
scroller.
I'm still a thumb. I'm still a thumb, buddy. I mean, look at these. Look at these mitts. These are first baseman hands. I don't need to do the little finger thing.
I'm Generation Z, David. You must be Generation X.
He does this, and he not only does the thing where he scrolls with he holds the phone and scrolls with his index finger. He looks up, he looks up in the sky,
Yeah.
but then down at the phone.
I'm just making sure it's getting enough Wi-Fi signal.
What does that do?
He's going to start doing the homemade monocle.
This is it right here, right? Somehow up in the air and down at your phone, scrolling. It's too much. Now, there was something about snails and sloths.
Snails
I
and
don't even
slugs,
remember
David.
what the introduction was about, and I wrote it.
Yeah.
I took the time.
Yeah, so
Between 11 o'clock this morning and 11:01,
Yeah.
I took the time to write that fucking intro.
So apparently you can fit 16 snails up my ass, David.
All right, listen. I'd love to talk with you all day, Roy, but I'm not going to. Okay, I'm going to discuss something that for the second goddamn week in a row, I have been fucked over by an old person. Not fucked by an old person, which I wouldn't mind, especially if she was Nina Hartley, legendary adult star, who even though I don't care if she's 78, 80 years old, I'll always want to bang Nina Hartley until the day I die, no matter what she looks like.
Fair enough.
Now, no, it's not fucked by an old person. Fucked over by an old person. At the pool on Saturday, yesterday, some woman comes in, old woman, and she goes around to all the people at the pool. There was, I would say, anywhere between 9 and 12 of us.
Okay.
This is at my apartment complex. We have a pool that we're allowed to
Very nice.
go to, and I go there all the time. And I make a lot of scene. I put on my music. I have a couple IPAs. I do whatever the fuck I want. It's my pool.
Of course.
All right? I pay that for that fucking pool. I'm swimming. Lady comes in. She goes, I lost my hearing aid. I don't know like what kind of, accent that was, but that is what she sounded like. She said, I lost my hearing aid. And if anyone can find it, I'd be very appreciative. And I'm like, okay. I guess when you're old and you're slightly deaf, you sort of sound like Barney from The Simpsons, Ah, Homer! Ah, get me a beer, Mo! That kind of thing. So she was like, Homer, I don't know where my hearing aid is, Homer. And I go like this. I said, you know what? I'll find your fucking hearing aid. I asked her, what color is it? She said silver. I said, if that hearing aid is here at the pool, Davey Mac is going to find it for you. Now, because I watch a lot of the James Cameron Titanic documentaries, I know that when you're searching for something underwater, the ship must go in a grid pattern, Roy. Yeah. Up and down, and then east, west, okay? That's what I did. I got my daughter's fucking mask, her little swimming pool mask, that's supposed to fit, little kids. I've stretched that fucker out. I put it on my head like Jacques Cousteau, and I did a goddamn grid pattern. And 35 minutes of swimming underwater, who found the hearing aid? The Dave Man did!
Eastside Dave.
Eastside Dave. Eastside Dave. Eastside Dave. Hearing aids. Hearing aids. Just good old aids. Just good old aids. She comes back. She said, did anyone find it? As if we're her little fucking minions. We're her slaves. And I said, here it is, lady. Here's your hearing aid. And here's the part that rubbed me the wrong way. She didn't ask a follow-up story. How did you do it? Where was it? Were you looking for it long? She didn't know I was doing 35 fucking minutes.
You get a reward?
Yeah.
A reward? She barely gave me a thank you. She said this. Thank you. Took it and left. Now, I then went and looked up the fucking model of the hearing aid.
Oh, yeah.
$7,000!
Wow.
This fucking old bitch just cost my fucking ass 7 G's because she's an ingrate. I should have never given it back to her. I should have went straight to the black market, sold it for half off. That's $3,500. But I don't know what's wrong with you old people these days. You're the people that always say that the fucking country's going down. Society's not where it used to be. Well, you people have no manners. Apparently old motherfuckers don't have any kind of polite manners anymore. So I don't give a shit how old you are. Hey, old bitch, you're on the Shizer list. Shizer, you're the one to read the Shizer. Oh, and in case you lose your fucking hearing aid again, you're on the Shizer list.
Shizer.
You bitch. I'm sick and tired of every goddamn fucking old person thinking the whole world owes them a favor. My mom's old, so I got some fucking guilt. My dad died in 2020. It's your fault.
Sorry, David.
I'm dealing with daddy death guilt. Fucking daddy COVID death guilt. And you fucking people can't on a $7,000 hearing aid. Oh, look, you double Shizer. Double Shizer. You're the one that would double this. I came in a good goddamn mood today. A good mood. A fucking July 4th week. Fucking happy ass mood. And this goddamn old bitch ruined it. Triple Shizer! Triple Shizer! You're the one who triple Shizer! Thank you. What is the deal?
I don't know, David.
Do you like... You find... I was searching for this for fucking ever!
Yeah, $7,000. You deserve at least one, toothless blowjob.
Robert, I'm swimming 35 minutes underwater.
Yeah, like
Grid pattern.
one gummy blowjob, and I'd call that even.
I'd be up for it.
Yeah.
She's
I know.
not terrible. Old blindy. Old heary. Old deafy. I'm going to call her Deafy Ross, like Betsy Ross. Yes, Robert.
Quick question. Every time we hang out and do the Tales from the Satellite show,
Yeah.
that people can find on
Robert, yeah.
patreon.com/EasideDave.
Patreon.com/Eastside Dave. By the way, episode 5 will be out this upcoming weekend. We had July 4th vacation, so we will be doing episode 5 of Eastside Dave's Tales from Satellite next weekend. Yes, Robert?
I just every time I'm like, hey, you want to go to the beach? I could really use like a soak or a swim.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing you have a pool at your complex.
Yeah, whoa. Pool, David.
I mean, me and you at the pool together.
Just
I
picking
don't
up
want
babes.
Do you know that? I mean, I joke about this on my various shows.
Yeah.
I need you to understand it's for real. I am the apartment complex weirdo. I am people who they have a group of people and they'll be chit-chatting outside and I walk and everyone quiets, no one talks and they look at their shoe and then I'm 25, 30 feet past them and the conversation and the laughs resume and everyone's having a good time like it's a fucking beer commercial and no one asked me to hang out. No one asked the Davey man to fucking share one of their beers, one of their burgers when they're barbecuing at the pool because they got a furnished kitchen. So I don't know how I feel because I'm already the weirdo. If me and you are in there, playing patty cakes in the pool,
I used to think it was a bit until I met your neighbor going into your apartment. She was nice and waved, and then she saw me where I went in, and then the next time I saw her, she just had this look in her eyes like, oh, you poor man.
The loud one lives in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they hear what sounds like gurbles in the apartment all the time.
Yeah.
Just constant yelling, and to their ears, it's anger. When actually it might just be an episode of Yaddle Chattel, the Star Wars podcast, or the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show, or
Yeah.
Tales
Actually,
from the Satellite.
Speaking of the wrestling show, Dave came by my house last week. We taped like 5 of those episodes in a row.
Yeah,
And
5 matches, by the way. Go check out 95.9 The Rat. 5, we do a first Friday of every month, a brand new wrestling match that Roy and I commentate, Wrestling on The Rat. Make sure you follow that on The Rat's YouTube page, 95.9 The Rat.
So me and Dave are in my studio recording, and of course, I close the door, and my family's all home. And later, after Dave leaves, they were like, "Do you say anything through those?" Because all we heard is David. I was like, "Yeah, I was actually shouting at the top of my lungs. I can't compete with the guy."
We actually didn't have to listen to Harry Chapin on the way down because Roy was giving me decibel advice on how to make sure I get you, but not just me.
All right, so that's that old fucking bitch. I gotta tell you, she really rubbed me the wrong way.
I can see that, David.
No, it
She
sounds
did a
like she
number on
didn't
you.
rub you the wrong way, Dave.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of 65-year-old ladies I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all.
No.
A couple IPAs, come on over to my house. My apartment, 922, or as I call it, my murder palace. Now, Roy, something happened that made me chuckle.
That doesn't
So
surprise me,
Joey
David.
Chestnut,
Uh-huh.
one of the greatest athletes of all time, has just tied Ric Flair and John Cena with 16 championships.
Whoa.
Of course, Flair and Cena got theirs in wrestling, but Joey Chestnut, number 16 in competitive eating at the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest on July 4th. On Tuesday, he went out there. He dealt with a 2-hour weather delay.
A weather delay to eat hot dogs, David?
There was a fucking lightning and thunderstorm. There's cameras all around. You can't get people electrocuted.
Why, are the hot dogs conductive?
It's outside. So they had to wait for 2 hours. Joey came in. He kicked ass.
All right.
He got championship number 16. That puts him in just an unbelievable category.
Yeah.
As they head to
The
commercial
category of
break.
people who need stomach surgery.
As they go to commercial break,
So
one of the
Pete,
announcers, hold on, is about to fucking shit on just recently deceased NBA legend and civil rights leader Bill Russell of the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
One of the guys who's in the like a Jackie Robinson space.
Legendary
You know,
space.
kind of. You're not going to take a fucking opportunity during a hot dog eating contest to shit on Bill Russell. But you could see he was going in that direction, or you could hear it. All right, Robert, let's hear this clip.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second to pull it up.
20 years ago, could he beat Kobayashi? And now he's won 16.
It's unbelievable. Makes Bill Russell look...
Yeah, puts Bill Russell, the late, great Bill Russell, in terms of rings. Yep, pedestrian indeed. Although Bill Russell, an all-time great.
So the play-by-play tried to save it.
Yeah.
He knew what he had said when he cut himself off.
Right.
He was going to say it makes Bill Russell looks like shit. Now, because it's ESPN, he probably wasn't going to say shit, but I'm telling you, it was going to be something of the equivalent. Oh, he makes Bill Russell look like crap. He makes Bill Russell look off. You could hear, but play it again. He cut himself off and then went with pedestrian.
20 years ago, could he beat Kobayashi? And now he's won 16.
It's unbelievable. Makes Bill Russell look...
Yeah, puts Bill Russell, the late, great Bill Russell, in terms of rings. Yep, pedestrian indeed. Although Bill Russell, an all-time great.
Wow. And the guy at the end, of course, Bill Russell, all-time great. And some of the things he had to deal with in society. Oh, boy, I guess this will be our last broadcast, Tom. You probably just got us fired. Thanks a lot for that, Tom. This will be, my name is Jerry Rosendale, and with me is my fucking asshole partner, Tom McStevens, who just got us fucking fired because he shat all over the late, great civil rights pioneer basketball legend Bill Russell. Bill Russell's a piece of shit because of a fucking guy who eats hot dogs. What the fuck? Thanks a lot. I'm going to go kill myself now. This was the easiest job of all time. Thank you very much. Come on. I'm sorry, Ron. I love that fucking shit. There is nothing better than the guy realizing that he put his foot in his own mouth and just didn't know what to say until he came up with the word pedestrian. And it was way too late. Because then the guy, his little buddy's trying to scramble. Oh, yeah. He makes Bill Russell look, oh boy. How are we going to get out of this?
Well, they saved him, David.
I had a similar incident. I was doing live commentary on the 4th of July at a hot dog eating contest, and I was like, this guy's better than Magic Johnson.
Oh, Jesus. Implying magic.
That's how how else, right?
He was, I believe it was that he was banging 8 chicks a day in Los Angeles.
You hear a lot of that. Guys banging 8 chicks a day getting that disease, huh?
Oh, Robert, you just don't know. How are you, Robert? What did you do on July 4th? Me and Roy spent the July 4th week doing wrestling matches.
I much like the Ramones song, I just spent this vacation week sedated. I didn't do anything. I was in my apartment, just passed out all week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's always nice to recharge the batteries that way. Yeah. Go on some fucking long drink and drug bender. I kind of had a mini one this past weekend, which, of course, led to the hearing aid fiasco, that emerged. I mean, maybe I wouldn't have been so angry had I not had 12 IPAs the day before. It's possible.
It's amazing you were able to swim that long.
Oh, I'm good at swimming. Now, I don't advise it. They always say don't go swimming in a body of water after you've had, a few drinks or this or that.
Yeah, about an hour, right?
I figure a pool scenario. It's a, shallowish pool.
Yeah,
because your neighbors are definitely going to save you if something goes wrong.
Oh, no. They would fucking, they would, it'd be like the fucking Titanic with Rose pushing Jack off.
Yeah.
That fucking piece of wood. No, they'd do anything to see me dead. I'm pretty sure if I fall asleep at the pool, one of them's going to tie a little tiny anchor to my ankle. And so when I dive into the pool, I don't realize I get stuck at the bottom.
And they gave Davey Mac the old cement shoes. My weekend picked up. I'm actually wrapping up my drug bender. I had a show Thursday, drove back and saw my parents Friday. I had a show yesterday, and then was here today.
You know who might be back on the drugs?
Who's that?
Britney Spears. She somehow was in Las Vegas, and she ran into the number 1 NBA draft pick, this 7'5" guy, Victor Wembanyama, who's just got drafted by the Spurs. Everyone says can't miss. This guy's going to be a fucking generational talent. 7'5", and plays the game like a guard. Okay? Dribbles, handles, shoots from the outside, can do it all with the ball. All right? She grabs him from behind, and somehow in a British accent, what did she say? In a British accent, she said, "Excuse me, sir," and for some reason was trying to get his attention while tugging him and saying, "Excuse me, sir." Britney Spears we're talking about. The fucking trailer trash chick from Florida.
Yeah.
Now has a British accent. So anyway, one of this Victor Wembanyama's people, his security guards, pushed her, at which point she screams, "This is fucking America!" and goes public with this entire encounter. And this poor 7'5" Frenchman who doesn't know any better, he's barely experienced the fucking apocalyptic circus, which is the United States of America. He had to go on television and be like, "I don't know who this lady is. This guy's 18. He legitimately doesn't know." He's like, "I don't know who she is. She was tugging at me." And then it wasn't even me. It was some of my, one of my security guards thought she was a crazy old fan. Like crazy batshit methed out old fan. I didn't know. So, Britney, what happened?
Well, I don't know, Betty.
Like 1 year ago today, like everyone was rooting for Britney. She was getting out of that thing with the dad. The dad was, he controls her and her career and her life.
Yeah.
And she was breaking free,
Kinda
and everyone's like, "Good for you."
Kind of like me and you, David. Yeah. Everyone's always wondering, what the hell are you still doing with David? I control him.
I'm actually Roy's puppet. Yeah. That's the thing you don't understand. Big fucking plot twist after all these years.
Stop.
This is
You're
all
ruining
Roy's
the final
idea.
reveal of Tales from the Satellite.
I just find that fucking hysterical that she went from fake British accent, "Excuse me, sir." I don't know what kind of shit she was trying to pull with that.
Yeah.
And tugging at his coat until the security guard pushes her. And then she goes, "This is fucking America!" So insinuating, I don't know what.
Fantastic. God bless Britney.
God bless Britney fucking Spears.
He is French. Is it possible she just got confused?
Why wouldn't you do a French accent? Why would
she
you
just
do?
thought- she thought she
excuse
was.
me, Victor Weapon, may I have an autograph? Like that. Well, why the British? The fucking French hate the British and vice versa.
Dave, you're the consummate entertainer. You can fall into accents. She's been
That's
known
me.
for just being sexy her
Brittany,
whole life.
if
She
you're
needs to
gonna
learn to do
pull,
accents.
all right, listen, Brittany, if you're gonna do lots of gimmicks and characters, call me. I'll be a personal life coach. All right. Plus, you crazy bitch, if you lose your hearing aid in the fucking pool, I'll find that for you too. All right? So that's the Britney Spears scenario. Holy shit. I don't know what the fuck is happening in this world, Roy.
Makes two of us, buddy.
And how are you? How are you
I'm
these days?
fantastic.
When are you going to that festival? Roy Harder shocked everyone when he just all of a sudden announced, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be playing some festival in the UK with my band, Celtic Social Club."
Yeah, France,
and
actually.
one of
This
my
was-
bands.
This was in France.
France?
France, yeah.
And I said, "Oh, who's going to be at the festival?" "Oh, we're going on right before Blur and the Red Hot Chili Peppers."
Yeah.
He was keeping that quiet for some reason.
There's not much else to say about it, David.
Brag! Boast! If I had a band that was on the same bill as Red Hot Chili Peppers and Blur, I'd never stop talking about it.
Oh, no.
Ever. Did you call up Sean O'Barry? The original Davey Mac Sports Program engineer and sound guy, who is a massive Red Hot Chili Peppers fan.
Crazy Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know if I told Sean yet. I'm gonna have to tell him about this. I forgot to tell him, but I will.
Robert, do you ever hear this story that Sean O fucking told us one time on the DMSP? It's my favorite thing ever.
Let's hear it,
what is
David,
that?
because I'm sure it involves me.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, okay, all
It's
right.
Sean O'Barry and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah, I know the
You
story.
know what I'm
I know
saying.
exactly what you're gonna say.
So he goes, Davey Mac. He was so excited, Robert. He goes, "Davey Mac, I cannot fucking believe this. I guess they just went on sale, and because I'm in the fan club, I have no how this fucking happened. But Red Hot Chili Peppers must be doing an underplay at BB King. You know what an underplay is? Are you a radio guy?
Yeah.
When you're a band, you could sell out a stadium, but you do a small theater, like the Stones doing a small
just
little play. Okay.
Pick up a little cash along the
He
way.
goes, I think Chili Peppers must be doing an underplay at BB King's because I just got fucking Chili Peppers fucking tickets for $60.
Yeah, he was so
At BB
he was
King's.
so psyched.
BB King's has a capacity of like 3,000 people, right?
That
Roy?
less.
So you
Maybe
think they'd be
less.
going for like $6,000?
Yeah.
not
Oh,
$60.
yeah. Oh, God. If Chili Peppers are doing an underplay at BB King's, it's a minimum of 100 $50 per ticket. General admission.
No.
Easy.
Oh,
So
no.
I go, well,
Close to 1,000.
congratulations, Sean. And I go, well, let us know how the concert was next week on the DMSP. He didn't say shit. Next week on the DMSP, I have to bring it up. I go, Sean, weren't you supposed to give us a review of the Red Hot Chili Peppers? And he goes, oh, I was hoping you would forget. I go, Davey Mac, he goes, you know why the tickets were so inexpensive?
Why?
I actually bought tickets to a band called the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
Oh,
They were bagpipers doing Chili Peppers covers for 2 fucking hours.
No. Poor Sean.
Bagpipers.
No.
Doing fucking Under the Bridge. Give it away now. What a fucking shitty ass headache-inducing show. I love the bagpipes. You could not give me $5,000 to attend the Red Hot Chili Pipers. And he was so glum about it.
Oh, man.
And he tried to not even bring it up on the next DMSP. I had to fucking out
He
him.
was mortified. He was so
Mortified.
embarrassed. Yeah, he was embarrassed.
So, Robert, just remember, when you do some really stupid shit, that was a pretty infamous and epic stupid shit move from Sean, from the great Sean O'Barry.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you rank him among DMSP producers?
Number 1.
Oh, no. I'm about to kill him.
He was the first one.
No, not chronologically, Dave.
Not
I'm just
chronologically.
kidding. No, I don't want to do this.
I would say
Dave, I've had a rough enough week. I don't need
you're-
to know this.
Bobby's number one.
your own Bobby is?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're lying to him.
Yeah, but Roy knows I'll
He's
kill
also
myself
my
if
ride
you say
home.
anything else.
That's true. And he is the type of guy who you two will be on the GWB,
He'll be
the George Washington Bridge, for those of you not in the Jersey, New York area. And he'll just be like, hey, Roy, remember when you fucking said Sean O was better than me? And he'll make a right off the bridge into the fucking water. Thelma and Louise your ass. You know that's going to happen one of these days.
Who was the number 1 producer you died with, Roy?
I say Robert has done a spectacular job.
Oh, yeah.
Getting this venue in and of itself was an unbelievable
Robert's
job.
also like a sponge when it comes to information. You could tell him something once, and 95% of the
No,
time
you're right.
he's going to remember it.
You're right.
I mean,
I mean,
let's be honest.
once, maybe 3 or 4 times. 5, 6,
Sean
7.
O is incredible. He's a musically much more gifted.
He's like a Roy Harder,
And,
he's
I mean-
sound design expert.
I wouldn't have half the skills I have without Chris Pepper Stanley giving me some advice
Chris
here
Pepper
and there
Stanley
along the way.
was
So
actually
he would rank
original.
up there as well. So I'm not. I was more just making a joke.
Technically, Chris Pepper Stanley's number 1. I mean, in terms of chronological order, because he was just me and him.
Yeah, for
and then we were doing it illegally at Sirius XM,
Yep.
and then uploading it to the iTunes and shit. Until Sean O's like, listen, if you're worried about getting caught, come over to Skinny Man Studios.
Yeah,
My
yep.
friend Roy Harder and I have a business there,
he didn't.
and
He
then
wasn't-
so on and so forth.
He was my employee at the time.
was your employee?
Yeah. He wasn't an owner, but
No.
he was the guy that introduced me to you.
Yeah.
He was the guy that brought you over.
That was a huge deal. So there was Sean O, and then it's Robert. So Robert, you're technically number 3 of the DMSP producers.
That's why I fired Shano. He's responsible
Because
for
he
this fucking
connected
mess.
you and me together, yeah. It's still a nightmare that you regret. I'm still hooked up with this fucking guy. How? That's fucking. You know what? Let's do a song.
All right.
Because we're in such a good mood. Do you want us to
Yeah,
take a
let's
few
do it.
seconds?
No, that sounds good.
I'll wait until
I just got a text message and I was convinced it was Sean O'Barry. But it wasn't.
It was the old lady. I lost
radio,
my hearing
FM
aid
radio
again.
guy.
David, I lost my hearing aid.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready, Robert.
start kicking it in.
Let's do it, baby. Well, I gotta tell you, we are having such a good time here at the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey. Love it here. Right above Tiff's Ale House. Come in, get a pint, get a steak, and make delicious food, great drinks. Come in, spend some cash. And as we know, we're taking selective audience members. You're in the area on 2:30 on a Sunday, come on by. You can come up to the show. What the hell? Why not? Right? Anyway, it is what it is. But we're having a good time, Roy Harder, aren't we?
Sure are, buddy.
Nothing can stop us, right, Roy Harder?
No, sir.
Nothing's going to prevent us from rocking. Is that true, Roy Harder?
That's true.
All right. So let's rock and roll right now. You're gonna die.
All right, buddy.
Roy Hunter, give it to him again.
That was fun.
And more applause for Roy Hunter.
I'll applaud myself on that one, David.
Yeah, like we said, if you want to come to the show, please, because especially for those applause breaks, I'm the only one clapping.
It's all right,
most
David.
of the time.
It sounds like 10 people clapping when you clap, David.
You know, I've always been told I have a great clap.
A great clap?
Yeah, I've always been told. People always, in fact, a lot of ex-girlfriends always tell me I have the clap. Like they're like, you have the clap. And I'm like, that must mean number one clap.
Number one clap.
Number one. If I'm like you're the guy.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you have the clap.
Yeah.
The Ohio State University.
So remember we did that story of Bob Huggins, the famous, he was Cincinnati. What else was he? He was.
I knew him best as a Cincinnati, Dave.
Yeah, but recently he was. West Virginia. No, but he's been at West Virginia for a long time.
Yeah.
So he had a DUI and got arrested.
Uh-oh.
And we did a story here where he said he was stepping down.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, David. I sure do.
Now he says I never said that.
Oh, well,
And he
Hell
says,
yeah.
I have not fucking quit my job. I want to come back next season and coach.
is he blaming us again, David?
No, but he is blaming West Virginia, and he says, hey, motherfuckers, I'm coaching next year. Otherwise, I'll sue. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. Because at the bottom line,
Yeah.
the university just could be like, well, we don't think you didn't win a national championship.
Right.
No fucking coach can demand not to be fired,
Right, of course.
They could just say, well, you haven't won. The big one, I mean.
Yeah, the championship.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I don't know how exactly he thinks this is going to work, but I don't anticipate it working well.
Could be some sort of tactic that we may not be aware of, David. Some kind of negotiating tactic.
When he was the rival coach at Cincinnati against the Memphis Tigers, they were all in Conference USA. They would take Huggies diapers and blow up like baby dolls and just throw diapers on the court and try to hit him with diapers. Maybe that's why they want to get rid of him. It's just a mess every time he plays.
Is that the truth?
Yeah. They would give tickets away for like $1. They just wanted to pack the stadium out against
Huggy
this guy.
Bear. He got to do something. He's got to do something. Hey, listen, like I said, he always seemed like a fun guy. He was the guy who was, ripping all the Catholics. How crazy is that? We did that story, too.
Yeah, I
about
remember that
him
one.
ripping the Catholics and shit, and then literally like 2 weeks later, he's fucking back in the news with the DUI. And now he's back in the news 2 weeks after that by fucking saying, no, you're not getting rid of me now.
Yeah.
And then the university literally being freaked out. They're like, this is your 8th DUI, bro. And you're demanding to stay on the job?
Well, let's see what happens.
We will.
If Jason Kidd gets to be a coach in the NBA, I can be a coach in college.
Now, camera guy got hit in the head at the Yankee game. Had to get taken off the fucking field in a cart.
Was he wearing a helmet?
No, he wasn't wearing a helmet. He's a camera guy.
So what the hell was he doing on the field without a helmet on?
That's his job. He was behind the dugout, thing.
I'm just saying. I smell a lawsuit, David. Didn't have a helmet on.
Well, who's going to sue who? Who's suing who in this case?
Well, that's yet to be decided. But I'm sure we can find someone to sue.
Because
Bob
he's
Huggins
blaming the camera guy, but then he's saying he's going to be sued.
Well, Bob Huggins is going to get a piece regardless of who gets sued.
There's going to be no lawsuits. This fucking guy
We'll see
knows
about
his
that.
job.
He's a union guy. That's a union.
I would
gig.
hope that he would get maybe some compensation, or
Of
he
course.
did have to go to the hospital for real and get emergency CAT scans and shit. I would obviously hope that Major League Baseball foots the bill for that.
I hope so too.
Okay, but do you have the video for that, Robert?
So Pete will now get the best care that he could possibly get. He throws his arm up in the air. The peace sign.
You got the video? You got that?
And if you know Pete, that is so Pete.
Yeah,
Love
just show
that guy.
the headshot again.
I don't know if this video actually had the headshot. in it,
Go to the
Dave.
first one.
Yeah, I downloaded them, so
Oh, okay.
you're going to need to give me.
But yeah,
So was he in good shape, or how did he take the headshot?
he got it. He had to get taken off
Yeah.
in the cart, and he does like some kind of like cowabunga.
So he's okay.
Hang loose.
Yeah.
They said it was quite serious, and they actually they said he's not dead.
Yeah. Okay.
They gave that update.
Right.
But they didn't give more. And I think he might have gotten fucked up.
Yeah, he probably thinks he's an audio guy now, huh? Whoa! No, you're still just a cameraman. Sorry, Dave. That's a little audio guy.
I mean, so you guys have a rivalry?
Of course, the video
camera guys and audio guys have a rivalry. I was video versus
audio. Of course,
this is brand new to me.
This is a battle as old as time.
Who considers themselves to be on a higher level?
Well,
the audio folks,
the audio guys, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this podcast. If we shot this podcast with a very crappy camera, but we had pristine audio, people would still listen.
That's a good point.
But if we had a brilliant 4K camera,
what do you mean if, Roy?
But if we had a 4K camera shooting us and the audio was crap, people would not listen.
That's it. I mean, see, this is why he's won an Emmy, ladies and gentlemen. He's won an Emmy. And I happen to know for a fact that when you find old Roy Harder's hearing aid in the bottom of the pool, he'll at least give you a turkey sandwich. At least give you something.
Check to see if my eyeglasses are down there while you're at it.
I know. Old man, what happened to your contacts? Did you lose them too?
No, I still got the contacts. I guess I need thicker ones.
We were laughing when I picked up Roy today because he was like, "Oh, Rob, I guess you did have your wallet then."
Watching the Knicks, every once in a while during a Knicks game, they would have to stop the game because every once in a while, Patrick Ewing would lose a contact lens, and the fucking players and the referee, you just jarred a memory that I literally haven't thought about since 1989. And rather than getting the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goggles, he would do the contacts, but then would lose the fucking contact, and they would stop the game and have like the towel boy on his hands and knees on the fucking floor of the Madison Square Garden looking for Patrick Ewing's contacts.
Well, if you think about it,
how weird was that?
I mean, it's pretty strange.
It's a fucking weird thing.
Well, he's a big guy, David. So
7'1".
So I'm assuming he's got big eyes. And
huge eyes.
It's going to require massive contact lenses.
Yes.
So I mean, how hard could it be to find on the fucking ground? A giant.
I know.
Giant contact lens, right?
But, you would be surprised. The kid would be 7 minutes would go by. He's still looking, there's little Timmy looking for the fucking Ewing's contact lenses. At a certain point, don't you just go have a fucking reserve of 9,000 contact lenses? He loses one. He puts one back in. Who cares if you step on it throughout the game?
Is he that vain that he's afraid to wear glasses?
Well, that's why I brought that up. I was wondering, why not go with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar goggles? Look, I mean, glasses in basketball look stupid unless you're Kurt Rambis. Actually, Kurt Rambis looked pretty stupid too, in my opinion. I don't like glasses in sports. Give me the sports goggles. Eric Dickerson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so on and so forth.
Yeah,
don't wear a fucking, glasses. Now you look like a calculus teacher, Kirk Rambis.
Yeah. The groupies don't care.
I'm not into it.
Patrick Ewing's so vain, he probably thinks this podcast is about him.
Oh. He's so vain. He's so vain. He probably thinks it's about him. Whatever happened to James Taylor? Is he still alive?
Yeah,
or wait, that was Carly Simon singing about James Taylor.
Yeah, it was Carly Simon singing about James Taylor.
About James Taylor.
That's what she said, apparently.
That's what she said.
Apparently so.
Yeah, so that guy's a vain asshole, huh, Roy?
Allegedly,
Have you ever met that guy? He seems like someone you'd run into.
I never met James Taylor.
Because you met Paul Simon that one time. He freaked Paul Simon out one time.
You were at the airport when he had those 8 ounces in his suitcase, right?
Really quickly, not the whole story. What did you do to freak out Paul Simon that one time?
Well,
you told me a story.
There was a few times. Well,
okay.
The most recent time was when I sat in his. I arrived early to a concert, and there was a table such as that you're sitting on right there, right at the front of the stage, empty. And so I sat down. I was like, "This is beautiful. I got the best seat in the fucking house." And then I knew that the guy playing who I was going to see was a guitar player, Paul Simon.
That's the guy, the long-haired guy. Yeah, I know who that is.
Suddenly, the owner of the place comes over, taps me on the shoulders, like, "Sir, this seat is reserved." And I was like, "For who? Paul Simon?" And standing right behind the guy was Paul Simon, waiting to be seated. Yep, and so I got up, and I'm sorry, Mr. Simon, please.
You said that?
Of course I did. He was literally, that was his seat, so I had to let the guy sit down.
I'm just shocked that you call him Mr. Simon.
He's a little guy, you know. So
I know.
He likes to sit
That's
close.
one of the few people I think you could beat up in a fight. I believe Roy Harder would absolutely kick Paul Simon's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Easily, right?
I'd meet him down by the schoolyard. Me and Louis Allen.
I'll fuck you up down by the schoolyard. And brass knuckles and a fucking baseball bat. I'll fuck you up down by the schoolyard. I'll fucking take my Uzi down by the schoolyard. I'm gonna fucking Paul Charles down by the schoolyard. I'm gonna get some nunchucks, fucking balls up down by the schoolyard. Oh my God. Yeah, you always freak people out like that. You're a weird man. Roy, something else. Something else is going on here.
In sports, I hope, David.
I'm still into the Ultimate Fighter. I'm going through ESPN Plus, watching all of the seasons of the Ultimate Fighter, and I've decided at this late stage in my life to somehow become a UFC fan.
Nice.
I don't know how this has happened. This one really shocked me. Because, I mean, I'm a passionate sports guy.
Yeah.
But I thought that all my sports are filled up. I do the baseball, basketball, and football hardcore.
Yeah.
March Madness I'm watching. I'll watch the 4 golf majors and the 4 tennis grand slams. Mm-hmm. I'll do hockey in the playoffs.
Okay.
Okay, I got everything all down. College football, I love. Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think I'd be adding any more shit. I'm adding fucking UFC now.
Why not, Dave? It's the most primal sport there is. It basically takes...
And I'm learning all this shit.
Yeah.
Now, can I try something out on you? I just want to try this new move I just learned.
Yeah.
It's called a rear naked choke.
Oh, I'm familiar with that.
No, I mean, you don't watch UFC the way I do. Yeah. But could I try this out on you? A rear naked choke?
Bobby,
I just have to get on your back for a second.
Yeah.
And just let me get back. And, hey, listen, don't fight my hands.
Don't be nervous.
Whenever the guy who's getting put in this very easy maneuver called the rear naked choke, their coaches always say, fight his hands. Don't you fight my fucking hands. You leave my goddamn hands alone. So what do you say?
I know you're freaked out, Roy, but he's going to keep his clothes on. He doesn't actually get naked for the choke.
Bobby is sitting much closer to you, David.
Robert.
You're not taking this back.
Rear
I'm
naked
from Central
choke?
Pennsylvania. We don't let people take our backs.
You don't know. Bobby's an ex-wrestler. He's got some wrestling history to him.
I know. But let me just get one of these things.
No, just to be clear, I'm a basketball player and a pussy. I wrestled once in gym class, and the fat kid wouldn't get off of me. I was like, I'm never fucking doing this again.
All right, listen. You're a musician, right? What's one of the greatest and most simplistic, delightful instruments of all time? A triangle.
Triangle,
That's
sure.
one of your favorite. So, I got an idea. Forget about the rear. Let me put you in a triangle.
Okay.
All right, would you do that? That's easy. Now, you're going to have to go between, your head's going to have to go between my legs. Okay. All right, it's not. Don't worry. This isn't some fucking blowjob scenario. This is fighting. This is men's stuff.
Never been there before, David. This is men's stuff. This is men's stuff.
This is men's stuff.
Sure is, David.
All right, we're not 69ing each other. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, maybe that's a Patreon exclusive. But for this program, certainly no 69ing. So Anderson Silva and Jose Aldo got inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, and believe it or not, I actually know who these people are because I actually I've gone back now and watched them on the old UFC on ESPN Plus now.
Anderson Silva especially.
That guy's fucking great.
Very dangerous. It was very satisfying to watch him get beat up. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I don't want to.
No, go ahead. If you have some UFC talk, I didn't know that you're a UFC guy.
Oh yeah, but I don't like spoiling.
Do you watch it all the time?
Of course I do. Yeah, but no.
Did you watch it last night? They had a pay-per-view of that Volpo guy. The fucking he beat the fuck out of someone else in the third
he plays
round.
For the Yankees.
What?
He plays for the Yankees.
No, I'm not talking about Volpe. Talking about that little Polish guy. A little guy, he looks like Popeye.
Is he Polish or is he Russian?
Volkowski? Whatever the fuck it is.
Volkanovski.
Yeah, that sounds like Polish to me.
I always thought he was Russian, actually. You know more about sports than I do, David. That's why you're the sports
this
master.
isn't sports. We're actually just talking genetics.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about surnames. And we're just, making, theories about that.
Wait, so what season are you up to exactly?
I'm going backwards.
You're going backwards?
Now I'm watching the current season that McGregor and Cormier are doing, but or not Cormier.
You're thinking of,
whatever the fuck his name is.
Right,
I went back and watched Cormier versus some guy. Then I watched Diaz versus someone else.
Oh, okay. Those are
now I'm watching these two little guys. One's got black hair, and one's got blonde hair. He looks like Elroy Jetson, and they're accusing him of leaving Team Alpha and being a turncoat and leaving Uriah Faber.
Yeah.
And so he's like a little bitch.
Oh, yeah, he's a little
snake.
turd.
At least that's what they're accusing him of. That's not my words. I don't want to fucking run into this kid. He'll kill me.
Of course,
But then the other guy, he's got the tats, and so they're upset at each other. So that's the season I'm watching right now. I'm going backwards.
You love the drama, huh?
I do.
You love the drama more than the actual sport
I do.
itself.
I love the fucking... No. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The episodes suck me in
Yeah.
that I do look forward. The smartest thing that they do is play the whole match and don't do a highlight or anything.
No.
It's unfiltered 5-minute round and then 5-minute round and then if necessary a third 5-minute round. And I like that. So the whole the way I look at it is it's a little bit real world mixed with a little bit of Hard Knocks.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question, David.
Mixed with a little bit of UFC.
Well, actually, I was going to ask you this.
Mixed with March Madness because it's tournament style.
Fair enough.
It's a good mixture right
now,
there.
you're a big wrestling fan. Do you think that it is staged, David?
No.
You don't think any of that is staged?
As a professional wrestling fan, no. It's absolutely not staged in any way, shape, or form. That shit is very easy to spot.
You think
in no way, shape, or form. No.
Okay.
No, how would they stage this shit? These guys are getting so fucked up.
Well, there has been talk that some of them.
I don't buy it.
No. Okay.
No. I might be a sucker, I might be a mark, but I do not think anything is staged at all.
Well, I
mean, there's a difference between something being
the drama being staged as opposed to the fight.
Dana White is going to promote this fucking shit like it's a story, like it's wrestling. I absolutely understand and kind of agree with that. Promos, angles, documentaries, but the fights themselves? No. I've watched, at this point now, I don't know, 50 matches. Because I've watched at least 50 episodes, and there's a match at the end.
Right.
No, these things aren't staged. How dare you? You know what? Can I get you in that rear naked choke now?
Maybe
you
I
have
deserve
offended me as the #1 UFC fucking fan in the world. All right? And UFC, I don't know if you have any podcasters you're working with, but consider the Davey Mac Sports Program to be the new voice. You know, if you need a podcaster to call the matches and shit like that, you know, I can be, oh my God, Anderson Silva just ripped his fucking head off and is literally shitting down the guy's throat opening. I'll fucking be one of those commentators on UFC, and I will bring the pain like none of the commentators they have on right now. Sting that!
Yeah. Come on, Roy. If it was staged, anybody who went from UFC to wrestling wouldn't transition supernaturally and instantly be a superstar.
When someone from the UFC or from the world of MMA come here and say, hey, motherfuckers, is this staged? And they plant a fucking elbow, I'm going to absolutely sell the both of you out. Because one of these fucking guys will come to our show, and then they'll fucking hear that you guys are saying it's staged, and you're going to get killed and not me. I'm going to say, Mr. UFC fighter, what you do is very real.
I'm going to say, wait, do you want to choreograph it before you beat me up?
Holy shit.
We're going to do it on the fly.
This fucking guy. That is Bobby Tamburo saying that, Dana White. Bobby Tamburo. I believe I've become a fan of UFC. Now I'm going to start training too.
Oh yeah?
You know, yeah. I figure.
What's your style? What's your
I'm jiu-jitsu.
art?
Jiu-jitsu. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy.
Jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't even taken a basic childhood karate lesson, but I watch so much Ultimate Fighter, I feel like I understand how to master jiu-jitsu. So that would be my thing.
I'm a Krav Maga guy.
Yeah, me too.
That's the real shit, David.
What does that mean?
Krav Maga.
Yeah, tell me. Like I said, I'm a newbie.
You're not fighting to put the guy down. You're fighting to actually kill. Like you're actually doing things. You're punching in the throat or you're gouging eyes.
Let's see what we look like. Are we on camera?
Nope. Give me 1 second. I'll get you on camera.
We're going to get on camera.
All right, now you're on camera.
Let's see what we look like right here. Robert, does this look good?
This actually looks like a good pose. Yeah, let me get myself off screen.
You got no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Face to face, huh?
But we're also doing a podcast, so I gotta fucking to keep this thing on. No,
Fair
I
enough.
got it for the both of us.
Okay, fair enough.
Listen to me. So this is what I would be doing.
I would be
on
laughing.
fucking UFC Ultimate Fighter. Yeah. I'd be like, bitch, you don't fucking get it, bitch. I fucking did my whole fucking life for this shit, bitch. And you're gonna fucking step in my way, bitch? Do you have any fucking idea, bitch, what you're fucking dealing with? You fuck. Oh, that's right. So now I'm fucking peacocking, and he's actually the man.
Yeah, I'm staring him right
Shit,
down.
he peacocked me, or I peacocked him.
You can't see because I wear
All right, here we go.
sunglasses.
Let me take two. Take two of a stand-up. You gonna know how I'm gonna fucking fuck you? I'm gonna fuck your ass, baby. I'm gonna fuck your ass hard, baby. I'm gonna
They
fuck
never tell you on. They
I'm
never
gonna
tell
fuck you
what the guy's
hard.
breath smells like.
I'm gonna get some fucking Astroglide, baby, and we're gonna fuck all night long.
Just still staring him down, buddy. Staring him down.
Robert, who won that second one?
It was
The
also
Astroglide comment was good.
it was also Roy though, because he felt like
What the fuck?
it felt more like you were gonna make love, less like.
Make sure you understand. When I say I'm gonna fuck your ass, I mean I'm gonna fuck your ass in anger. No love making, baby. We're not gonna make love. We're not gonna give each other hand jobs. We're not gonna 69 each other. We're gonna fuck rough.
He broke. That's Dave. That's a win for Dave.
That's too much for me, man. That's way too much.
A lot of the
I got a
chat.
fight going.
What'd you have for lunch, David?
We gotta I swear to God,
Yeah.
if the fucking Zuckerberg and Musk fuck us over
yeah.
and chat
This better
and
happen.
set up that match and then they both chicken out,
Fuck, I'm quitting Twitter and Facebook.
None of us should ever leave those fuckers alone. Should fucking harass them about being pussies until the end of time. But if that match happens, we have to do a live DMSP where we cover that.
Yeah,
we
will
have
make
to
it work. We will figure that out. Absolutely.
because I kind of know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, I saw that. I will.
Do you
say
know
that-
about my jujitsu shit? I didn't even get a chance to grab his leg and do my fucking jujitsu shit. If I was able to grab his leg, the thing would be broken in half.
Ankle lock.
Yeah,
Who's going to win this fight, me or Roy?
It's
oh, my God.
I can't see you guys ever doing that. Like, I can't see you ever
Do you
physically
know how
coming
much,
to blows.
first of all, what are you, 155?
Exactly, David. Yeah, you nailed it, dude.
I'm
impressed.
195. This fucking
So
small
yes.
fry's going to handle me?
Have you seen my
with my
speed?
jujitsu?
The match, yes, you would win the match. Dave.
How?
However, you would win the match.
I've watched enough
You're
UFC to
not
know I'm going
listening.
to get his ass on the mat and
Yes.
keep my body weight on him.
Okay.
And he's not that 40 pounds is going to turn into a fucking avalanche of flesh.
You submit, Roy. At the end of the round, you get your hand in the air. Here's what you don't know about Krav Maga.
Yeah.
It's the Israeli army training thing.
That's
so
right,
you remember
David.
those terrorists that blew up things and then they all hunted them down?
Yeah.
That's what Roy's talking about.
That's what I do, David.
so you
that
might
can't
win
be
the match.
legal. Before this match begins, Dana White, I want Dana White to approve that style of fighting.
Krav
because that's
Maga.
total bullshit. He's doing some sort of Israeli military thing.
That's right.
Dana, what is he going to fucking detonate a bomb? Try to blow up a market?
Yes.
Yeah,
all
that's
of those
exactly
things.
right.
You
That's
nailed
my
it.
point. So
Knives
dude,
allowed. I practice with live weaponry.
We're never
David.
going to get this fucking fight sanctioned in the UFC. See, we could be the fucking undercard to Musk Zuckerberg. Davey Mac versus Roy.
That would be amazing, David.
You know?
We would be rich.
Oh, my
We
God.
would be fucking filthy.
And all I
goddamn
do
rich.
is, you know what? Then we could throw it because rather than fuck each other up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what I would ask you to do is we're going to throw it, but I'm going to win. So
Dude.
here's how we're going to throw it. Allow me to punch you in the face 15 times in a row.
I'll take
And
it.
I'm going to do it for real.
Yeah, you gotta
but we'll,
blood me
we'll,
up.
we'll split the money.
Yeah.
70%, 30% for you.
Roy's going to take one and refuse to go down. All of our life savings is on Dave. It's just me
Yeah.
screaming, go down, Roy, please.
Roy pulls out a knife and starts fucking cutting you. All right, David.
That's it.
Is it time already, David?
That's time, Daddy.
Well, that was a great one.
We got through the show.
All right. Now it's time for the old cleanup, huh?
So what are we? We're here next Sunday. Summertime is difficult. Everyone's got lots of schedules and stuff like that. Are we here next Sunday?
I will be out of the country.
You're going to be doing the festival, right?
Yeah, I'll be out of the country.
You're going to be playing with Blur and the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes. Oh, the Red Hot Chili Pipers, actually, David.
But that's amazing. All right, so Robert, more than likely we won't be doing a show. But here's the thing. In its place, listen, enjoy Tales from the Satellite, Episode 5, should be up by next Saturday or Sunday, next weekend, right? No?
Yeah, next weekend. It'll be up by next weekend. On that note, if you're looking for some Davey Mac in your life, come out to the Bijou Theater. There's like 3 seats left. I'll be there featuring for Earl David Reed, the 15th.
Oh, good. Well, if you're looking for more Bobby Tamburo, I will not be there, but.
We don't have to tell the fans that.
Well, I mean, it's, bait and switch. I don't want fans to be like, hey, fucking we showed up there, you weren't there. But Bobby Tamburo is what I believe they're referring to as the fastest rising star in New York comedy right there. He doesn't even clap for himself.
I'm humble like that.
You'd think that he'd at least give himself applause.
I got to hold my mic, Dave.
That'll do it.
All right.
All right, Roy, you enjoy that festival. We're going to be seeing you in 2 weeks, though?
Absolutely.
All right. Until that time, I guess we'll see all of you in 2 weeks. Bobby Tamburo, thank you so much. Roy Horta, thank you. Everyone watching the stream live, we got to thank you, too. Dojo of Comedy, of course, we thank you. I'm Davey Mac. Good night, everybody.